You know what, bro? When you're going after this bag, you gotta do it like they say do it in Thailand. You know, when a bar girl, wants to get money from a older guy, you know, in Thailand, they got this term called the long game, where a female is playing you just for your money, and she'll get you down the stretch. She'll get you in the long run. Don't worry about getting it right now. That's how you gotta look at the bag. Don't worry about getting the bag right now. You'll get them in the long run. Like I said, in Thailand, they got that term. It's called the long game. The female, she's playing the long game. Now, she gonna get your money later in life, not right now. That means she's hella patient, because she's just waiting for you to be caught off guard and get you down the stretch. See, what they do is, in Thailand, they'll pretend to love you or whatever, even though you're like 100 years old and shit. Even though you're 100 and she's like 20 years old, and she'll pretend to love you and give you all the good, nasty, raw sex that your old ass body can handle. And down the stretch, she'll eventually get you to fall in love with her, get you to like build a house for her on her land, on her parents' land, because they don't do that at first. They don't do it at first. They don't get you down, they know your guards are up. But in due time, as a couple of years go by, a year or two go by, you start letting them guards down and start falling for her. So then she'll convince you, hey, let's build a house. You got the money. Or she'll hint around and like, I need a new house. And then you'll be like, okay, baby, I can do that. I got like $100 grand in the bank. You know, how much you need? Oh, I need about 30 grand, 40 grand to build a nice little hut, nice house, you know, and then you do it, right? You build a house, and then you live in with her. Well, she knows that you have to renew your visa every certain, like, or every, you know, year or two. You know, she knows you gotta renew that shit. You gotta leave the country and come back. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta leave the country to renew your visa. That's what happened to Chocolate Man in Thailand, and that's what happened to like what's his name? You know, Sunshine Shoulders. They had to leave the country for a little bit and then come back. Okay. So what she does, she knows you gotta do that. You leave the country, and then you come back, and all of a sudden, all the locks on the door are changed. You know, you can't reach her. You can't, you know, you call her, no answer. You know, basically, she fooled you into building a house on her land. And now she done locked you out of your own house. You feel what I'm saying? So that's called the long game. You know, I'm not gonna get this guy right away because I know his guards are up, and eventually we'll get him down the stretch. Don't worry. You know, got you a couple of years from now. She didn't get you right away because if she started asking for a house like right away, you know, you'll start seeing that as a red flag. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how you gotta look at it with this bag chase. It's like, don't worry about right now. We'll get them down the stretch. We'll get them later in life. Don't worry about it. Play the long game. Take your time. You feel me? Take your time chasing this bag. Don't worry. We'll get them down the stretch. We'll get them down the stretch. Because if in your mind, if you're thinking like, damn, like chasing this bag is gonna suck, and you know, it seems like 2 years go by. That seems like a long time. No, it's not. 2 years ain't shit, bro. 2 years pass so goddamn quick. Matter of fact, these years are getting, you know, shorter. It seems, you know, every year that goes by. It's like we already half through this fucking year already. And we just started this year. And it's already 6 months and past already. So don't even worry about getting them right now. You know, get them down the stretch. Get that bag down the stretch. Don't worry about it. Focus and concentrate. Grasshopper. You know what I'm saying? Focus and concentrate. You know, that's what you need to do to get that bag. You know? Focus, concentrate. Do all of that, bro. You feel me? Do all of that. Focus, concentrate, stay on the path. Remember, you ain't gonna get it that easy, man. You know, it's like as time goes by, man, you'll get them. Don't worry about it. And eventually, bro, you'll be on that beach, kicked up with a fine female, enjoying your life. You see what I'm saying? Away from the matrix, out of this goddamn this nightmare that you're living. You feel what I'm saying? You're out of that shit, you know. But it takes time to get out. I told you, bro. You gotta dig your way out with a spoon. You feel what I'm saying? No shovels. They don't give men shovels. They give women shovels and children shovels. You have to dig your way out with a spoon, little by little, slowly. But eventually you'll come out of it. Feel what I'm saying? They don't give men shovels, bro. They give us spoons and forks to dig our way out of. You know, women get shovels. Children get shovels. You know, they can dig their way out easier than we can. All they gotta do is sell their bodies and stuff. Like you use sex to get out of the poverty. You know, we don't have that option. Feel me? We don't have that option at all. I wish I had that option. We don't have options at all. That's what you got to do, man. Stay up on that path. You'll see what I'm talking about. You'll see what I'm talking about. Once the money starts flowing, you'll be like, God damn, Hellcat was right. All I had to do was stay committed, stay disciplined, and I got what I wanted. Look, man, like when I was saving up for my music equipment, I didn't give a fuck, bro. Like I was working 2 jobs, and I wanted that. I wanted that shit, bro. I wanted that music equipment so bad. I was in love with music that much. I stopped like fucking dating. I stopped going out. All I wanted to do was music, beats, making tracks. I wanted to have my own little setup at my house. You know, I wanted that, you know what I'm saying? I wanted my own little setup, and I did. It took me like 3 or 4 months to save up for all that music equipment, man. And I wasn't going out, bro. I was cooking at home at my little tiny apartment, and voila! After a certain amount of time, like 3 or 4 months, I got all my music equipment, everything that I needed to record, and I started recording like right away. First, I needed the Pro Tools, then I needed the keyboard, and then I needed the computer. That was the hardest part, man, to get that compact computer. I didn't have enough for an Apple at the time, so I just settled for like compact. And I started recording on my own, bro. Fuck relying on other people for recording systems. I mean, for recording time. I did it myself, because my friend, he motivated me to get all my music equipment together, man. But I knew that I was gonna get it, because I stayed focused, man. I stayed disciplined. Just like when I saved my money for like Brazil, I didn't do nothing but save. You feel what I'm saying? To get to the next step, you gotta save. So, man, I must have had saved for months for that Brazilian trip. Okay, I must have had saved for months. And I did. I saved for like months. And voila, I went to Brazil, man. Stayed in Brazil. Stayed in a hotel. When I was in Rio de Janeiro, my girlfriend helped me out with the apartment on the way back for my final month. My final month I was in Brazil, the second time, not the first time. The second time, she helped me out she helped me get an apartment. I didn't have to pay nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because her family had money, boy. They hooked that shit up. You know, where we can hang out and stuff. You know. Hold on one second, man. I gotta go up in here, man. I'm good. Let me get give me 3 fantasy. I gave it too much. Just enough. Thank you. Have a good day. Yeah, take it. All right. So I knew I was gonna be victorious, man. Get all my music equipment together, man. And I put my mind to it. I was patient. I didn't give a damn how long it took. Well, I must have saved like at least about $5 grand, man, for all that music equipment that I had. Too bad they got took away, and shit got took away, man. The repo man came and got my shit. You know, I had a van with all my music equipment in it. They came along, the repo man came along and took it. So I was like, fuck, all my music equipment. Everything that I worked so goddamn hard for, all down the drain, bro. You feel what I'm saying? You know, but one day I think I might return back to music, man. Hell, I might get a bag and start investing in music. You know, finish off my dream. Just return back to music like nothing happened. Don't make beats. Just start buying beats and start recording, man. You know how to work Pro Tools. I mean, I'm pretty rusty by now, though. You know, all that time went by. I probably had to sit there for like weeks to remember everything. They probably got new software out and everything. You know, probably, you know, Pro Tools probably done changed by now. And I got to go through all that, you know, learning all over again. You feel what I'm saying? But it's all worth it, man, in the end, man. You just got to know what you're fucking doing. You know? You got to know what you're doing. Gotta know what you're doing, bro. You know, a lot of the times, man, we get caught up in the process instead of just getting to work. We get caught up in the process of how things are gonna take a long time, and I ain't patient. Like, nah, just start doing the work. You know, start doing the work. That's all you got to do. Let the time pass. We'll get them down the stretch. Don't worry. You feel me? We'll get them down the stretch. Don't have to worry about the time. Everything will come together eventually, bro. Just gotta have faith and a good positive mindset, man. You know, negative mindset, man, you doomed, bro. You like Savvy Guy. He got a negative mindset. he's finished, bro. Savage Guy, it's gonna be a lifetime of solitude for him, man, because he's not really trying to build himself, you know. So he's gonna spend the next 40 years alone, man, until the day that he dies, because he doesn't want to chase that bag, bro. Savage Guy, he's below average looking. I don't know why he ain't focused on his money. You know what I'm saying? All the complaining on YouTube ain't gonna do nothing for him. But put a Band-Aid on an infected wound, man. Your wound is infected. And you only put the Band-Aid on it? That ain't gonna do nothing. Motherfucker, you need some peroxide to kill the germs and shit. You need to clean that wound, bro. Put some work into that shit. Band-Aid ain't gonna do shit. That's what you're doing. You know, you using YouTube as a Band-Aid. Everything gonna be okay. It's all good. I failed anyway. I'm defeated, man. I'm like, man, your mindset is gonna kill. That's what's gonna keep you in poverty, struggling in the dating market. Man, you'll be struggling for the rest of your life. You feel what I'm saying? You can't have that defeated mindset. You gotta know everything's okay. Everything will be okay. Let's, you know, everything gonna be okay. You know, if I'm persistent. You feel me? As long as I'm persistent, I'm okay. I'll be all right. You feel me? As long as I'm persistent, everything will turn out just fine. As long as I don't stray away from the game plan and quit. Your mindset, you gotta change that shit, bro. You gotta say, okay, I'm gonna win this shit. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna win in the end. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna win in the end. That's what you gotta say to yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's what you gotta do. Keep a good mindset. Don't worry about it. You'll get the bag down the stretch. You'll get the bag in the long run. Play the long game. You know what I'm saying? You'll see me. I'll be on the beach eventually. Yeah, I'll be on the beach with a woman with a fat ass booty. You feel what I'm saying? I'll be on the beach with a woman that's fine, that's wine. Big old booty, a big, huge butt. Not too big though, but big. You know, I don't like the booty too big, man. If it's too big, it's like, nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? You see Kelcat, I'm pressing forward. I'm not giving up. I'm not turning around. I'm not retreating. I'm pressing forward. That's it. Constant pressure will get that fucking bag, bruh. Constant pressure will get that fucking bag. I'm moving forward. That's it. You can't see me. Moving forward. Getting the bag at all costs. At all costs. Feel what I'm saying?
Wait.
gotta do, man. That's what you gotta do. Press forward. Get the fucking bag. Get the money. Feel what I'm saying? I didn't have no food today, man. I'm fasting. We'll have food at 2 o'clock. Fasting, I'm not even tripping about no food, man. I'm worried about losing my weight, keeping my weight under control, staying focused. I play the game to win, bro. You feel what I'm saying? I play the way I play to win. I don't play to lose. You got it twisted if you think I'm gonna lose, bro. And that's what my sister, she gonna be crying in the end, man, because she don't know her brother very well. My sister don't know, she don't know me. She don't know that I'm a go-getter, bro. When I set out on the mission, I keep going until I complete it, bro. Just like I got all my music equipment. That's how I went to Brazil and lived out there for 3 months on my own. I saved a lot of money for that trip. I must have had saved, I don't know, like about, not that much money, man. I saved about like 3 or 4 grand. You know, when I had money in my pocket, when I went out there, I was on a budget, but it wasn't tight like that though. You know what I'm saying? Because the first trip, I ran out of money, man. I don't know why I let them talk me into going to Brazil with them when I didn't have enough money. And motherfuckers, they had to spy me, man, for like the last couple of weeks, because we went to Brazil for a month. The last couple of weeks I was there, I ran out of money, so motherfuckers had to spy me for about 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I did that. Yeah, when you go overseas, bro, you gotta save all your money. If you're going out there for a month, you gotta at least have like 3 or 4 grand in the bank, just in case something go wrong, man. Feel what I'm saying? But I understand discipline, though. That's one thing I understand. I understand that discipline will get you everywhere in life. You're not disciplined, you won't go anywhere. You'll be running on that treadmill or that hamster wheel for the rest of your life if you're not disciplined. You ain't gonna lose no weight if you don't change. You know, I fucking not gonna eat until 2 o'clock today. That's it. Sometimes I break a habit like around 1:30 though. I be so hungry by the time 1:30 come around. I'm hungry, bro. I'm like, God damn, I eat right now, man. I'm hungry. But it's called discipline, bro. Because I want to lose the body fat percentage, bro. Even though I do have a drink almost every night, but I also don't really eat in the daytime. So those calories don't really make me fat. You know what I'm saying? I skip breakfast and have a late lunch, bro. That's it. And I have dinner. And I might have a few shots with that. You know what I'm saying? But if you really want something so bad, man, you gotta be disciplined, man. Discipline is the key to success, bro. Discipline. Just like how I was disciplined when I won my first jackpot. Boy, that was a lot of trying before I came across that jackpot. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you gotta do, brother. You know, think about the long game. You know, like I said, you know, that term came from Thailand. Some of the expats, the expat community. You know, this woman, she's a Thai girl, bar girl from Pattaya, and you an old guy that's like 100 years old, and she knows how to get men to fold and do what she want you to do, or what they want them to do. You know, what make you fall in love and open up that wallet to build her a house on her land. Don't ever do that. If you go out to Thailand, bruh, I don't care how much feelings you got for that girl, do not open your wallet and start spending your savings on that broad. Oh, we'll have a house, we'll live on it, but it's on your land though. You can kick me out if you wanted to. It's on your land and it's in your name. I'll never do that for a woman, bro. Never. So I can leave the country and I come back and all the locks are changed? No, I'm good. That's called the long game. You know, they'll play along for like years, bro, until they get you to build that house on their land. That's a patient ass 304, bro. That's a patient 304. You feel me? So you gotta be patient when it comes to chasing this bag. You gotta be patient, bro. You feel me? You gotta be patient. Or you'll never get it. Trust me, bro, you'll never get it. You feel me? You'll never get that bag if you ain't patient. You know, you get that bag, you'll see what I'm talking about. You'll be like, damn, it was worth the wait. It was worth every penny of it. I mean, it was worth every single second, You know, it's worth getting here and finally making the dream come true instead of always wishing and shit and hoping and praying. That ain't gonna do nothing. That ain't gonna bring you riches. It ain't gonna bring you joy, man. It ain't gonna bring you the woman that you want. That's why I say, man, when motherfuckers tell me that prayer works, I'm like, get the fuck out of here, bro. I mean, pray for a girlfriend right now. And that shit won't come true. You know, or pray for some wealth. That shit ain't gonna work. You hear what I'm saying? Your actions, that's what's gonna work. Your action is what's gonna work. Taking action is what's gonna work. You, it's all about you, bro. What you want. You know, what you want out of this life. You know, what you want out of this life. You feel me? What the hell you want? Stay alone the rest of your life or you want the bag? Which one is it? Can't have both. Gotta have one or the other. You know what I'm saying? I pick get the bag. Yeah, cause I know it, you know, too many benefits, man. Too much goddamn, I tell you, boy. Man. You know, it's a long climb, man, but it's worth it in the end, man. Finally, when you get there, holy shit. You get there, bro, and you'll be getting sex like no other, bro. You'll be going on fancy vacations, exotic vacations, exotic dinners, rolling with bad bitches. Yeah, up in that Porsche, you know. You gotta picture yourself there, bro. That's all it is. And keep hope alive, man. You know what I'm saying? Just picture yourself there. doing it. Actually out here doing it, man. Doing the dream. Living the dream. You know? That's what you gotta do. Oh, man, it was so... And like, man, just keep hope alive, like I said, man. You know, it was so hard to get there, but you finally get there, bro, and you're there. You know, hustling and grinding, bro. Knowing that if I stay disciplined, this bag gonna be mine. If you stay disciplined, that bag gonna be yours. You feel me? It's all about the long game, bro. We get these motherfuckers down the stretch, okay? We'll get them later in life. Don't worry about right now. Just put in the work. Put in the grind. Anyway, you guys have a good day. I'll see y'all in the next one. It's already 36 minutes in. I try to keep my videos around 30 to 40 minutes. I don't want to do no hour videos unless it's at nighttime. But in the daytime, I try to keep it around 30 minutes. Sometimes it don't work like that. But anyway, you guys have a good day. I'm out.